Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Doris. Hey YouTube, it's Robin here, back with another video. Today's episode, we've arrived back at a private location I've been to many times before. They've got a bit of a rabbit problem. There's not much they can do about it. It's surrounded by fields, which the rabbits love feasting on, and next door there's a caravan park, and they do nothing about the rabbits. That means the owner of this property, unfortunately, has to put up with lots of rabbits in the front garden. As I pulled in off the main road there, looked through the railings, I could see probably 4 or 5 rabbits there. And as I'm now talking to you, in front of me there's 2 or 3 running around on the roadside here. So we've got permission to shoot all down this roadside, the garden, the front, the back and the side. So I'm hopeful for a half decent bag. It's an hour and a half before dark, so therefore, and this is when the rabbits tend to be out the most, I've got the night sight on already, just so I can get some daytime footage for you, and then we're going to stay here until it gets dark. If it goes quiet, because it's not the biggest permission in the world, but if it goes quiet, we'll then move on to the golf course and see if we can boost our numbers up there. I'm dead keen to get set up and get going, because I'm now looking at 4 rabbits in a row. Just check this out. They don't seem to be too bothered by my presence, so I gently get round to the back of the car, just double check my holdover points for ranges up and above the 30-yard marker, and quietly creep up the side of the car, plant my sticks down and get ready to take the first shot of the evening. One down. That first shot made all the other rabbits a scarper for cover, so I decided I would try and sneak around the back of the house to try and tackle those rabbits we could see through the railings as we approached. I absolutely poleaxed that first rabbit there, and it sent some of the others darting for cover. A couple though waited around, so I took a quick shot at one rabbit that was a bit jittery. I'm not quite sure if I missed it or clipped it. Sounded like a hit, but I definitely made up for it with a quick follow-up shot on his buddy. Knowing that this would be a likely spot the rabbits would venture back out again, I sat back down on this bench and rested with my trigger sticks and waited for the next rabbit to show itself. And sure enough, it wasn't long before some of the little ones came out to play. So I bagged this one, waited around for a few more minutes before deciding to pick up this area so that I could go and have a look at the rear of the property. Here you can see that first rabbit we shot in the actual garden here. We poleaxed it there with the Air Arms S510 and Acupel combo.
As I do my best to stalk into the bottom of the garden, I actually spook one or two. So I get set up and wait for the rabbits to come to me. They often hang around these trees here to the left of the property, and that road runs up the side there. And there's also one or two rabbits that I can actually see, just the other side of this rubbish heap here. But we do have to be quiet, and we have to be very vigilant, because they often see you before you see them. We'll pop back and see how I get on a little later on. Right now we're going to head over to a new permission that Ian's picked up down in Kent with his Wolverine C-type and NiteSite combo. The rabbits are not going to know what's hit them. Let's go and see how he's been getting on. Ian showcasing time and time again his pure talent with the 177 air rifle. Let's just have a quick pop back to myself now. We've got time, I think, for a couple more rabbits before we revisit Ian when the sun goes down on a different permission. Now, it was actually watching Ian's videos that made me think I really need to get myself one of these rangefinders. A simple stock mounted switch which, when you depress, will activate the laser rangefinder beam, and you can line it up just to the left or however you like really on your crosshairs. Here you can see the beam is activated just to the left of crosshair. You'll see it a bit clearer in a second. And I'm able to ping this rabbit at exactly 41 yards. Now, if you've done your range work, which you can see me doing in a previous video, I know exactly which mil dot it is I need to hold over onto to be able to send the pellet home and drop this rabbit where it stands. And again, a little later, you'll see Ian taking rabbits out to 50 yards plus with a sub 12 foot-pound 177, and it's simply not achievable if you don't have the rangefinder.
There's that last rabbit we've just shot. Light's fading fast now, so I'm going to have to go and get the head torch and stuff from the car, but that was all the way from over near the house over there. It ranged at 41 yards, smack straight down. Job's a good one. But so far I think we've got 8, and I've lost one in the hedge over there somewhere. It's just gone into the thicket just a bit too much. So it's pretty productive so far. We'll stick it out here for a little while longer before we move on to the golf course with one of the 2 rimfires to see how we get on there. That last shot I took there at 41 yards, pinged it with a rangefinder, straight down, no messing. What a fantastic setup and a great way to clear pests from this garden.
There's a few running about tonight, so that's good. This is just one of the little paddocks in this permission. Yeah, it's always a good sign to see him popping about. Take a little stroll down there in a minute. Obviously still a little bit of light at the minute, so this is obviously going through, obviously still, well, lucky I've got colour camera, so it's quite handy really on the night sight. Fingers crossed they play ball for me a little bit later when it starts getting darker.
Once again, and I think you'll agree, a superbly executed session there from Ian, and actually you can see more from Ian. I'll put a link to his channel down below, Pulsar Pest Control. On the way home I was able to stop at the golf course to boost my numbers up by just a couple. Now this place used to be absolutely humping with rabbits, but we've got a family of feral cats living on this golf course, and there is also a fox family that seem to have moved into the immediate vicinity. I have seen them once or twice, but I did manage a couple of rabbits here with the 22LR.
I'll just pace that one out at 45 yards, and I'll tell you what, you forget just what a bloody good tool that is. There's your exit wound. Oh, the head's just mush. Yeah, real hard hit with that 42 grain hollow point. Good show.
There's a lot of muntjac on this golf course. You could just hear one barking away in the background there. Now this first rabbit, I missed it with the first shot, but the good thing about the self-loading 22LR is it's always ready for the second shot instantaneously almost. So I managed to bag that one, and I got his mate as well. I actually put these two rabbits by the car, believe it or not, when I went to go and get some more. Came back with another rabbit, and the fox had been and actually took them away. So you never know, I might make a return trip back here to see if we can bag Charlie out the way. But I'm now going to pretty much leave you just with this clip here, which is this fantastic looking muntjac buck. Not overly bothered by my presence, but he knew something was right as he stamps his feet and gives a little call. I think it's quite cool to watch and observe this. Thank you very much for watching once again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. We've got some good fox action and so on and so forth coming up. I'm also going to join some guys for a thermal evening session in Doncaster, so stay tuned for that one. Thank you very much again. Take care, stay safe, and as always, happy shooting.